What's going on, guys? This is Batboy, and this is how I did a True Pacifist run of Blitz Royal in Fortnite. Now, I'm going to be trying these sorts of pacifist runs for every mode in Fortnite, and it is going to be quite challenging, so let's go over sort of what the rules are in these situations. Rule number 1, I cannot deal damage to enemy players. That is the whole premise of this. That means definitely no eliminations, no assists, but also at the end of the game, make sure that my damage to players is 0. I cannot control what my teammates do in these challenges, but for this challenge, I'm going solo in Blitz to make it as true pacifist as possible. So for this first round, I got one of the latest medallions that increases my speed while sliding. This was a very good one for me because I wanted every medallion I could for maneuverability and avoiding fights rather than actually being in a fight. So I landed right here at the Citadel, got an amazing drop there with a Chug Jug, which would be great for heal off if it came to that, and I got an extra boon, which I will always take. Now I am doing a talkback of this because in the moment I was trying my best to focus and I didn't know how long this was going to take, so I didn't want to narrate for the whole thing, but as you can see here, I'm just healing up. There are a few people here, but it shouldn't be too bad. I also am trying not to deal damage to structures if I can, and right here I get a Witch Broom, which is very handy. I'm going to be able to maneuver a lot easier with that, and I'm going to pretty much keep that on my inventory as much as possible. I don't want to even have my pickaxe out in case I accidentally hit something. And there I go, I get a Storm Forecast Boon, which is huge for me. It lets me know where I need to be in this situation. Way better than anything else I could probably ask for in terms of boons. And now I'm just trying to find a good place to hide and wait out the rest of the game as much as possible, because I know I'm in zone. It's pulling my way, which is going to be great. Luckily, we're doing this challenge in Blitz for this first one. You guys voted for this in one of my latest shorts. So there we go. I got the Night Rose medallion, which is really bad for me, but I'm going to take it because if it's a medallion the enemies don't have, then that's all I'm asking for. So now I found a pretty good place I think I can hide here for a good long while. I'm hoping that everyone else will die. We're already down to about 20 players, 19 players now, and so I'm just checking to double check what the Night Rose does. It just bullet drip into ammo drip, I should say. I keep saying it wrong. Anyways, I decided I can't wait here. I want to get some more loot if possible, so I'm going to take this launch pad, and immediately I find a chest, pull off a very close drop there, see some slap, really debate what I would drop for that. But I want my shield bubbles just in case I get into an engagement. I need to be able to get out. And right here I hear some footsteps, and right there I can see there's a player, might be a bot, coming this way. So I'm really going to try to avoid them while still looting as much as possible. There was some more slap, so decided not to take that. Could have replaced the minis in hindsight, but I just keep going away. The circle is pulling again right around where I am, which is great. So I'm trying to find where the best place to hide would be here. Now, pulling here with the Oathbound for the end is actually the best case scenario for me because of the different heights of the building. And so I'm really hoping I'll be able to pull off a tricky maneuver using the different levels, having surviving in like a heal off without having to fight them directly. That would be ideal for me. So right here I have 2 routes I can go. I can either use my broom and go up or run down if someone engages me. So I'm sitting in a pretty good spot, hoping that it'll be good for a while. And you'll see the very final circle now is showing up. It's just on the edge with the roof there, which is the ideal situation. It'd be great if I could be on the top with no one else. And that's kind of what I'm thinking at this point, is I want to go for that top and try to capitalize on that, and so I could be safe. You know, I don't want to fight anyone. So this is going to be interesting. Just a lot of waiting, to be honest. In this first round, not much going on. Whole bunch of people dying here. Now we're down to 4 players remaining, and I have dealt no damage to anyone. I would be a terrible teammate if someone was trying to carry me here. But then I go and level up to Blitz level 4 just from storm circles. And of course I get a weapon that I'm not going to take. But storm is pulling and I'm hearing some gliders, so I'm debating which way to go. I'm decided I'm going to go up. Let's see how this works. I tried making it to the roof, didn't quite make it, but that's okay because it sounds like there's a lot of people around. So I'm just praying no one looks over the ledge and shoots me right now. And as I said, this is my first attempt, and this is my first time trying this challenge in Blitz, so this is very difficult. So I tried a witch broom, then I noticed there's a person here, and I tried getting sneaky with a slide kick, completely missed it. They pop off a heal here, and I can't find a place to slide kick them really good. Then there's a whole bunch of people fighting there, so I just run down to the bottom, where I hope no one follows me. And this is pretty close. I took a little bit of fall damage, so I'm trying to heal that up before the heal off. And things are getting real tight. Final zone's right here, and then this is where it went bad. The person dropped down, and I took just barely too much damage. And because they probably got a siphon off, I failed this first round. So we come into round number 2. How am I going to approach this? Well, this time I start with the Ringmaster Scars Medallion, which is really bad for me, and to be honest. It's just infinite ammo, and I can't really use that because I can't use a weapon. So I'm thinking I want to drop somewhere a little safer, somewhere where no one's going. I was debating Slap Factory, but there's too many people dropping there, so came to this little house. Then I still hear too many gliders coming this way, and I figure someone else is going to try to contest the drop. So I grab the Guzzle Juice and I just bolted out of there. Hope that no one fires after me. I'm ready to use those shield bubbles if I need to. Just had to drop my SMG early just so I don't accidentally use it. Able to pick up a big pot. And I'm finally grabbing some slap juice, getting shot at by what I believe is a bot who saw me and just wanted to rotate this way. So I decided against that. I hear the footsteps again, so I keep running. I see a big pot over there, but I'm gonna just stop and drink the one I already have. I still have one left, but I'm trying to look around for more loot. I don't have many good white heals. I still need more. I only have a Guzzle Juice. That's not going to do anything when it comes to a Storm heal off, because Guzzle Juice only heals until you take damage, which is exactly what I don't want to happen. And right there, I believe we have another bot shooting me. Super grateful I'm getting some bots here, because if those were real players, they would definitely be pushing me right now, and I would be in a whole lot of trouble. But Storm is pushing me, and so that is a problem for me. I was really hoping that blue AR was a big bot, and I was wrong. Don't know why, but I don't even need shields, but I was just hoping. And so I run back and then remember, oh yeah, there was this big pot here that I was right next to, so I picked that back up. And I am running. I'm debating whether or not to use my slap. It is one of my 2 white heals, but I have to use it in order to get out of this storm without veering closer towards those shots. And so I book it this direction. It is pretty close right now. We're down to, again, another 20 player remaining situation. Pulling in, we're about to rank up because of the storm circles. So far, not seeing too many people, hearing a lot of shots, but not actually seeing any. So getting in here is great. That was an amazing rotation for me. Fire Boon, not great. Witch Broom, that is great. So now I'll be able to get out of tight situations pretty easily for the next little bit. I come up to another Olympus chest here, and this is going to give me another random boon. It's not a great boon, just adrenaline rush. So that will help me in rotating, but not much else. I decided to drop the big pots in favor of the med kit, so I could have extra heals in the heal off, because I don't have many of those right now. And just a free boon on the ground right there. Pretty surprising. Loving the bonus move speed that I have. Just trying to see what all of my things are. Notice that I get faster movement speed when I have my pickaxe equipped, so I equip my pickaxe for this. Don't worry, I'm not going to hit anything with it. And so I just book it around for a while, trying to avoid shots. We're pulling back towards the Citadel again, I notice at this point. And that's really good for me, because I'm really hoping for another one of those ends with the Citadel and the split level, so I can try heal off without directly engaging anyone. So I'm coming this direction, and I hear some footsteps and some shots real close to me here, and that is pretty stressful. Probably don't want to go that direction, so I turn and I notice Storm pulled even further west, so I need to go that direction, and it's pulled directly over the Citadel, which is perfect for me. So I'm hoping I'll be able to grab this supply drop before it pulls too close. And I am able to grab an extra medallion, which is always nice, and I'm able to get some extra heals as well. Some slap splash, I believe, would be great, because any instant healing over time would be nice. I decided to just go ahead and eat that now, just so I can get it out of the way. And I noticed that I got the shield bubble, and I was not really sure what gave me that at the time. Still not entirely sure. Realized that, oh yeah, it gives me crazy jump, and so I was able to get out from that situation. Very nice. I was debating going up again, but I take a look. No one is here at this time, but I hear someone gliding, so I get out of there fast. And luckily, I don't take fall damage from that jump. That could have been very painful for me. And it's at this time that I noticed that there are only 2 players remaining. So it is just me and this other player who's now on top of the Citadel. So I take this time to try to look for any more heals that could be useful, or any other boons or anything that I could find. And I get a little nervous noticing that they can peek that hole, but Storm's pulling this direction into this room. So I come in here and I find another chest, extra slap, extra instant heals. I'm really wondering, because I'm very afraid that the person will do what they did last time in this situation where they jumped down and eliminated me before and dealt damage to me before I was able to get into a straight heal off. But at this point, it's actually looking pretty good for me because I noticed they haven't jumped down yet. Storm has blocked off their ways to get down safely, and so I'm really hoping that they don't. And then I notice they start healing, and so I figured they probably are starting to take some damage, and then they just go ahead and die. And you notice that it looks like they jumped down, and that was it for them. And that was my second attempt, and I was able to get a pacifist run. And we're going to confirm it with the match stats. Looking at all the match totals, somehow 11,000 XP still, and there's the match stats: 0 limbs, 0 assists, 0 damage to players, and 0 hits, and of course 0% accuracy. So that is my True Pacifist run of Blitz Royale. Thank you so much for commenting, and I will see you all in another one.